Today, we will talk about average propensity to consume, or APC. Average propensity to consume measures the percentage of income that is spent rather than saved. This may be calculated by a single individual who wants to know where the money is going, or by an economist who wants to track the spending and saving habits of an entire nation. In either case, the propensity to consume can be determined by dividing average household consumption, or spending, by average household income, or earnings. From the broader economic view, a high average propensity to consume is generally good for the economy. When the average propensity to consume is high, consumers are saving less and spending more on goods or services. This increased demand drives economic growth, business expansion, and broad employment. Low-income households are often seen as having a higher average propensity to consume than high-income households. Low-income households may be forced to spend their entire income on necessities with minimal disposable income remaining to save. Alternatively, high-income households with higher cash flow after their necessities are met typically have a relatively lower average propensity to consume. Economists often gauge economy forecasts on actions by the middle-income households. The spending and savings patterns of this demographic often indicate a degree of confidence or pessimism about their own personal financial situations and the economy as a whole. The sum of the average propensity to consume and the average propensity to save is always equivalent to 1. A household or a nation must either spend or save all of its income. The inverse of the average propensity to consume is the average propensity to save. That figure is simply the total of income minus spending. Notably, the savings ratio is normally based on its percentage of disposable income, or after-tax income. Assume a nation's economy has a gross domestic product equivalent to its disposable income of $500 billion for the previous year. The total savings of the economy was $300 billion, and the rest was spent on goods and services. The nation's APS is calculated to be 0.60, indicating the economy allocated 60% of its disposable income to savings. The average propensity to consume is calculated to be 0.40, indicating the nation spent 40% of its GDP on goods and services. The marginal propensity to consume is a related concept. It measures the change in the average propensity to consume. If the nation in the previous example increased its GDP to $700 billion and its consumption of goods and services rose to $375 billion, the economy's average propensity to consume increased to 53.57%. The nation's consumption increased from $200 billion to $375 billion. Alternatively, the nation's GDP increased from $500 billion to $700 billion. The nation's marginal propensity to consume is 87.5%, and it measures the directional trend of how an entity is utilizing its money. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. Income, whether individual or national, must be either spent or saved. 2. The average propensity to consume is the percentage of income spent, while the average propensity to save is the percentage of income saved. 3. Higher average propensity to consume signals greater economic activity as consumers are demanding goods and services. 4. Alternatively, lower average propensity signals a slowing economy as less goods are needed and job stability is at risk. 5. Average propensity of consumption is most informational when tracked over time or compared across nations or individuals. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.